Forefront of the debate. Economic concerns are still very much on the minds of many voters. Today, the Romney team released a number of brand new TV ads focusing on those critical topics. Let's take a look.
My plan is to help the middle class. Trade has to work for America. That means crack down on cheaters like China. It means open up new markets. Next, got to balance the budget. You got to cut the deficit. You've got to stop spending more money than we take in. And finally, champion small business. Have tax policies, regulations, and health care policies that help small business. We put those in place, we'll add 12 million new jobs in 4 years. I'm Mitt Romney, and I approve this message.
And here with analysis of that ad, much more, and reaction to the very latest polls from the campaign trail, co-host of The Five, Brother Bob Beckel. And from Concerned Women for America, we have Penny Nance, and radio and television talk show host, a Sean Compton production. Billy Cunningham is back. How are you, brother? Good to see you.
Sean Hannity, how are you?
You're a great American. You said something. You admitted what few Democrats would admit. We were being lied to this weekend. That, oh, this isn't spontaneous. Oh, this is a result of the movie. You actually said, I don't think they attacked. When Jay Carney went out there and said, "Oh, they're not attacking America," you know that's a lie.
Well, it's
a lie.
Didn't say they were lying. I'm not going to use that word. I was going to say, let's assume they were misinformed. But it's impossible for me to imagine that you could have the coordination of that attack on a safe house within the compound of the consulate, and an ambassador, by the way, who knew full well what he was getting into over there, and not have security around him. And it had to be an inside job.
Wait a minute. Hang on a second. But why on 9/11, of all days, the anniversary of 9/11, why didn't we have security at every embassy?
Those are questions that you ought to ask. I mean,
Obama's failed then. I mean, that's the only conclusion you can make.
Somebody's failed along the line, but the point is, was it a result of that demonstration? The answer is no. In fact, it may have happened before the demonstration.
I just happen to have a rocket-propelled grenade and a spontaneous,
I'm frankly a little surprised.
I had one in my back pocket, Bob.
I'm a little surprised that Susan Rice would come out and say that over.
It's called a lie. Listen. Let's cut the bull here.
Because it's intelligence that maybe they get different intelligence I do.
Sean Hannity, there should have been headlines. America successfully attacked on 9/11. We were the victim of terrorism. 4 Americans died on American soil. That consulate was American soil. And we were hit again on 9/11. It was a successful attack. But the media today, I looked at a Fox News poll a day or two ago. Obama has higher numbers for military, for foreign affairs than Romney. It's because the media doesn't cover it, Sean. The media will not cover the failure.
Hey, Billy, why should Romney have any numbers on foreign? If a guy's barely been overseas,
he has more experience than Obama had in 08.
What doing?
Romney did.
It's not.
Hang on a second before you two get into it. I remember a candidate, Penny, that said Iran is a tiny country. They're not a threat. That was Barack Obama, Mr. Foreign Policy expert, to quote Mr. Beckel.
That's right. You know, on 9/11, women went from being soccer moms to being security moms. And I think that we are going to see these numbers change. I completely disagree with Bob and agree with Billy. We've got to let public opinion gel a little bit. But clearly, American women are concerned about the safety of our children. We're concerned about $16 trillion in debt. We're concerned about $4 a gallon in gasoline. We get the whole picture.
All of this is
we
big.
won't be bought off with free stuff.
Hang on one second. I want to go to you on this. The president of Libya says this was a premeditated attack. We're also told that a high-ranking official in Libya has come forward and said that he informed this country 3 days prior that this was going to happen.
I'll tell you what's sad. Today, Obama is in Cincinnati, Ohio, where I live.
Oh, and by the way, he has not had an intelligence briefing. He rarely attends them.
He doesn't attend.
That's not
and right now,
yes, it is true.
He's in there talking about things, tax cuts. He's talking about Romney's taxes. He's talking about bank capital. He refuses to talk about deficits, joblessness, $4 billion a day being borrowed. America hit on 9/11. Doesn't talk about any of that.
Why is this even close?
Well,
Why is
it should be a blowout for Romney, and I think even Beckel knows it should be a blowout.
Could you calm it down a little bit? You give me a heart.
You anger me, Bob. You anger me.
I don't care if I anger you, frankly. The point is, if you just could cool it down a little bit, there may be a reason for this. It may be a guy named Romney. You see those ads? He talks all about the things you're talking about. Not one specific about how he's going to deal with it. That's the problem.
People I got a question for you. Stop there.
They don't trust this guy.
What is Obama's plan? What is he going to do in the next 4 years? What is he going to do? Wait a minute. What is he going to do to revenge the death of 2 Navy SEALs and an ambassador and all our embassies that are breached? What's he going to do, Bob?
You're sitting too close to Cunningham.
His policies almost killed those 4 guys. Obama, let's face it, on 9/11, he didn't protect them. You had SEALs and ambassadors killed.
Well, no, what is he going to do?
What's he going to do, Bob?
I think he'll bring these guys to justice.
Oh.
By the way, I wouldn't trust some intelligence out of Libya. Eastern Libya is packed with terrorists who've infiltrated that border. It's a very difficult thing to understand or to reason through, and you can't trust intelligence right now. And by the way,
can't trust intelligence right now.
No, you cannot trust the intelligence coming out of Libya right now.
All right, we got to take a break.
Calm down a little bit. I'm worried about you.
I'm not worried. You know what, Bob? There's a lot at stake this election. Our country, the world. This is a tipping point. Yeah. This is a tipping point. And we've got the single most incompetent. We have the most incompetent apologist in the White House who's destroying the economy. And
I've seen in a lifetime.
He's worse than Carter. We'll come back.
It's Carter's third term is coming up. Carter's third term.
God forbid. And then coming up, President Obama just can't seem to find any time to meet with the Israeli prime minister. But I guess he's clearing his schedule for David Letterman, Jay-Z, Beyonce. And, of course, he always has time for the Muslim Brotherhood's Morsi. We'll check in with Congresswoman Michelle Bachmann. She's not happy about it. She's live in studio with the message she wants to deliver the president tonight on Hannity.